101.9 Virgin Radio.
So the Weeknd at the Super Bowl halftime show, if you missed it, boy, what a performance, like multifaceted.
Yeah.
Lots happening, but I'm just going to play a little bit for you so you can hear how it sounds. Here's towards the end here. Now, you got to remember, he's on the field with about, 1,000 other people, all in sync, all wearing the same jacket he's wearing, all wearing the masks, which we'll get to in a second. And this is when Blinding Lights kicks off.
I thought he was going to do the dance.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You mean the TikTok one?
Yeah.
Actually, none of them did. It's weird.
I know.
That's so funny,
I was
actually.
disappointed.
It's almost like that was 4 months ago.
They still should have done it. So he sang live the whole time.
Yes.
Not everybody does.
Yeah.
Because it's
really hard.
people were tweeting me and they're like, why was the sound so bad? I didn't think the sound was bad at all. But you have to understand that live performance to television never sounds good.
Yeah.
Never. Especially when it's live. This is pretty good. It's pretty good, right?
Oh, it's incredible.
Listen to this part here. He crushes it. Chills.
Full choir and everything in there.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
What was unique to me about the performance was he did the majority of it in the stands, too.
Yes.
And when you heard last week the reports that he put $7 million of his own money into this, you were expecting something special, and I think he really lived up to it.
Yeah.
It looked great. He sounded great. And my favorite part was, and this is going to sound really cheesy, but just bear with me, he looked like he was having a ton of fun.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
there are some performers that get up
Enjoyed it.
there and they know that they're performing the Super Bowl halftime show and they got to do a good job and they're thinking about it a lot. But when he was up there, you could tell he was just loving every second of it.
And
Absolutely.
singing live, like he was giving it with the notes right off the top. Like he was going for it. And you could instantaneously, you could tell he was singing it live, and I love that.
So TJ, you mentioned $7 million is his own money, and people are like, well, he gets paid to do it. No, he doesn't.
you
Nobody
don't.
gets paid to do it. In fact, usually what happens is the record company fronts the money, and then you pay the record company back in the tour that goes on after. And the thing is that the Weeknd's not going on tour until next year. We know that, right? We announced the dates in Toronto. It's February and April next year, 2022, that he's going on tour to tour this album.
They make a lot of money off the streams as well. J-Lo's streams jumped up by 300% last year after she did the Super Bowl. Yeah.
So the bandages thing I thought was interesting because he's been doing, so for the Save Your Tears video, he gets like full-blown plastic surgery, right?
Yeah.
And he's wearing the red jacket, which he's been wearing, and every dancer out there was wearing a red jacket and the black pants and the black shirt.
They look like magicians.
Yeah, well, I was wondering with the Save Your Tears video, if they knew they were doing the Super Bowl halftime show before they conceptualized the video, meaning that they made the video fit so that it would fit with the Super Bowl performance. Because you notice, every single person on the stage besides The Weeknd was wearing a mask. So the choir with the weird red eyes, they all had a mask on. They were all socially distanced. Every dancer had a mask on. Face, nose completely covered. And I wondered if they sat in a room and said, okay, we got to incorporate masks somehow because we're going to need to wear masks during rehearsal and probably going to need it during the performance. And they did the whole plastic surgery angle because of that. And I wondered if I was like, that would be extremely creative if they did. Because I can't imagine that they would have done that otherwise, right? They normally don't mask everybody
but
up.
he's extremely theatrical and also like really, really, really into making long plots with all of his albums.
Yes.
So he could be in the long game for it.
Right. I feel like that's there because of the pandemic. I honestly do. I think the whole plastic surgery element was something that was added later. And I think that's pretty cool.
Like high shower thoughts?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's
Is that
happening right now.
Yeah,
I feel like that's happening
right now. I'm like, oh, they were wearing bandages. Neat. And
Yeah,
you're like, they planned this.
I think they did. I think they did. The other thing is people are like tweeting about a lot this morning about like, why would you spend $7 million of your own money on this?
This is an investment.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not only an investment in the album and in the cycle, whatever. This could be the pinnacle of his career.
Absolutely.
Probably isn't. He's probably got, everybody's got that 5-year run that they're known for.
Yeah.
And everybody's had it. But I think also, like, when you look back on an artist's career, one of the things they always bring up with Michael Jackson is his performance, I think, at the 93 Super Bowl, which sort of set the tone for everybody else. Everybody's been trying to outdo it ever since, because the Super Bowl halftime before that wasn't actually a big deal.
Yeah.
But when Michael did it, everybody was like, oh, this is different now.
Then it became pop culture.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I think That's why you spend that kind of money, is that you kind of go, this is the one time in my life I'm going to get to do this.
This is my Michael moment.
Yes, and am I going to be Coldplay and have to bring out two of the best performers in the world to carry the performance? And I love Coldplay.
Hey, Fix You was great.
But they did bring out Beyonce and Bruno Mars in the same stage to be like, we can make this good.
Hey, we have friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, come on out, guys. Yeah.
Or
I'm Chris Martin.
Am I going to go all the way with this and kill it? And I think he went all the way with it.
Not one special guest on stage last night. That was all him.
There were rumors Daft Punk was going to be there. I'm like, of all the people, Daft Punk? Like,
well, they've done a lot of work together.
I know, but like...
please don't bring them out.
It's Virgin Radio.